It's week 3 of the 2035 season, and we're in for a rematch of Super Bowl 40. It's the Steelers and the Seahawks under the lights on Thursday night.
As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, with an outstanding Thursday night contest here with the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart on the call in this one. And Brock, a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense can get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Uh-oh, it's a fumble on the opening kick. And they steal it back on the return. Neither offense has even taken the field yet, and already, Brock, a massive swing in this contest.
Yeah, think about it this way, Kate. If we didn't have the coin toss before the game and one team got the ball to start both halves, what an advantage it would be, and that's exactly what this offense has right now.
And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They go play action on first. Complete out to the right. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush down out to his... And they will score! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability. But, boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why? Why this team wasn't ready to go? That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, someone we're all very excited to watch. It's the rookie out of Alabama.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early. He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here's 2nd and 14. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right? Driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. Looking for a throw here. Completed to his running back. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Steelers will take over possession. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Airing it out to start this drive. He takes it himself. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Stays upright. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. He's going to throw this one. Hits his running back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen. Still has some space inside the 35. They'll get 18 yards there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. They'll throw it again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board. You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He's dropping back to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll throw it. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back now, pressure on its way. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. They'll try and throw it here. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Drive in dire straits, it's 3rd and 9. Setting up a throw. Completed over the middle. Dukes out a one-stop. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawks football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On first down, they'll run. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll throw it. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
To the air, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Throw left side, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Dropping back to throw. This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
The Steelers set to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. He signals for the fair catch and brings it in. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. Play action on first down. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And they take him down at the 24-yard line. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And here in the first, already up to a 10-0 advantage. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up. They're throwing it. Setting up the running back screen. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 41. He's on the move. He's keeping it.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Steelers first down. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Throwing off the play fake here. Shakes himself free. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Back to pass on 1st and 10. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face second down. The give now out of the shotgun. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Offense to the line for second down. Throwing from the gun. He stays up. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now looking to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Boy, take a look at that. Look at him locking down his area of the end zone. They can bring it in close enough to take shots, but there are no easy touchdowns.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they come away with some points on that series.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Return starts at the 3. This return makes it up to the 25. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to throw now. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it at the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. They'll throw on first. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be second down. He'll throw it yet again. Looking slant route, complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Completed to his running back.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, but it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 42. He's got a man left. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
From the gun on 3rd down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Seahawks offense running out now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Brought in right side. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Now a give left side. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throwing on 2nd and real long here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Pass play now. Oh, he got free. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Looking to return from the 29. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Steelers will take over possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives this forward until they bring him down at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 38. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck finding his receiver that time. 4th down coming up.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And he's got a modest gain up to the 41-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Brought in inside the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks face a 4-point deficit. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Steelers returning their offense, and this running back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he has enough room to gain about 4. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Steelers leading near the break. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 43. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end. You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. To the air, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be their football. The Steelers offense headed out. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Pass play coming here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Looking to the air here. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. They are throwing it again. Pocketed isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
Another try following the sack. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook. QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
One last play before the break.
At their own 30-yard line.
A final throw before the break. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That brings us to the break. The Steelers taking a lead into the visiting locker room. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Plenty to look forward to in that early window, one being a noontime start up in Green Bay. A big one for the Packers, as they'll square off against the Cincinnati Bengals. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being down in the desert, where it'll be the Cardinals at home in Glendale, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?